Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word of sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. And I'm going to start in 1 Samuel 17 and 34. Okay, now this is when, right before David, right before David defeated Goliath. All right, it's a commonly known story. All right, it says, and David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. All right, so this is David telling Saul, all right, because, going back up in the chapter, Saul said, you're but a youth, because David wanted to step to Goliath, all right, in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which is key. All right, so this is David letting him know, I've been to war before, I've been in these, battles before, all right. It says, thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he have defied the armies of the living power. All right, now you see before this battle, okay, with Goliath, David is confident. All right, not cocky or arrogant, but he's very confident. All right, he's basically telling Saul, I done seen death before. I've been at it with a lion and a bear, and we know the lion is the apex predator, vicious, and a bear is as well. It's very vicious. All right. Now, this is the point. All right, verse 37, it says, David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with me. All right, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. All right, now you see all of the confidence that David had was in the Lord. You see, he gave it up to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai the same way that the Lord saved me, or was with me, when I went to get that sheep back from that bear and that lion. It's the same way he going to be with me against this Philistine, all right? And that's the confidence, it's the reason I grabbed this account, is the confidence that we got to have through any situation, all right? The Lord is going to be with us. He's going to save us. Because things, as we know, is going to get very extreme out here. So it was no fear in David's heart. Israel was, if you've read this account, Israel was terrified of Goliath. This big ass warrior, armored down. And David was the one who had, the heart to step to Goliath. Why? Because of his confidence in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, now going down, this is verse 45. Okay, this is, and I'm kind of hopping around, but this is when David first came out against Goliath, and Goliath was mocking him. 1 Samuel 17 and 45. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. All right. So David let him know, Goliath, the Philistine, he let him know, you coming with a, he was armored down, you got a sword, you got a spear, I'm coming in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's all he needed. All right, now we know David had this, we slung the rock at him. All right, but all the confidence was based not in the weaponry that he had, but in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is how you approach every battle, no matter how big or how small in your walk. You don't need the things that most need. All right, in a war, if somebody, if you're going up against an army and they got swords and spears and you come out, with a slingshot, you know, you look crazy. All right, but the confidence ain't in the weaponry. The confidence is in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai saving you out of whatever you going through, all right? Or saving you in the midst of whatever battle you battling or whatever battle you fighting. And this is the confidence that King David had in this situation, all right? Now, skipping down to 47, it says, "And all this assembly shall know that the Lord saveth not with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give and he will give you into our hands." All right. The Lord saveth not with sword and spear. You just gotta be spiritual. All right. You can't stock up on guns and knives and you know, whatever the hell, explosives. You know, Esau has a lot of weaponry in his nation. You know, whatever have you. But the Lord saveth not with sword and spear. All right, the Lord saveth, you know, the righteous. The Lord saveth, you know, the hopeful elect. Those who, you know, wholeheartedly believe in the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He will guide and protect you. And King David knew this. All right, just going back to what Saul said to him before the fight. You but a youth. You just a young man. But this young man amongst all the, you know, soldiers or the army of Israel was the only one who had the heart to step to Goliath. Why? Because he believed in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai wholeheartedly. That's why it was no fear. Because the Lord can't do no unrighteousness. So if you step, not you per se, but if King David had a step to Goliath and lost, it was the Lord's will. He put it all in the Lord's hand. And that's what we got to do in these times. Just put it all in, put it all in the Lord's hand. All right? Ephesians 6 and 13. It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." All right, taking on the whole armor of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness." All right, and you see, it's not talking about no weaponry. All right, truth and righteousness. All right, and your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right, the shield of faith. That's what King David had in that moment. The shield of faith, because King David stepped out there with just a slingshot, like I said. He ain't had no armor, he ain't had no shield, no sword, no spear, no none of that. But he had the shield of faith. That's why he stepped to him and said, I'm coming in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. What weaponry do you have that's more powerful than that? And that's the same way, you know, Esau is to be looked at. Well, but what do you really have? All right, if the Lord is with, you know, Israelite, okay, of the elect, the hopeful elect, what could you really do? No matter how intimidating, no matter how vast or, you know, if it's seen as superior your weaponry is, it cannot penetrate the shield of faith. So the same way Goliath got dropped in this situation is the same way Esau is going to get dropped when the Most High put the spirit on brothers to drop him. He sent Yahweh Shai back. It says, "And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High." So our weaponry is the book and being in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It ain't all these flashy, you know, missiles and guns and, you know, Esau got a lot of shit, you know. But at the end of the day, the same way that King David was seen to be, it was seen to be a mismatch, is the same way, you know, the hopeful elect, it's a mismatch for us. Ultimately, we know, you know, the elect, the hopeful elect, can't be defeated, but for the naked eye, all these poor Negro, Latino, Native Seminole Indians, what they gonna do against this so-called white man? He got bombs, he got this and that and the third. But if you got, your loins girded about with truth and the breastplate of righteousness, all right, shield of faith, helmet of salvation, and a sword of the Spirit, nothing is going to be able to defeat you. Esau is not going to be as intimidating, all right, to, the hopeful elect as he is to 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They going to fold just like the nation did. Well, not the whole nation, but the army did when they seen Goliath. If you've never read that account, they seen Goliath and got up out of there. They scrammed, But King David was able to stand tall. Why? Because he had the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on him. He had faith that the Lord would guide him and protect him in that battle. And once again, no matter how big or small your battle may be, just know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will protect you and you will be victorious if you're in the right spirit. All right? But I ain't going to hold you. I just wanted to make that quick video. I hope it was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.